Good afternoon and welcome to Lynn Classical High School for today's girls varsity basketball game between the Lynn Classical Rams and the visiting Somerville Highlanders. My name's Paul Halloran, pinch hitting for John Hoffman tonight. Lynn Classical enters the game with a 2-3 record, having won their first two games. Classical beat Revere 59-57 in overtime and Medford 49-48. They enter on a three-game losing streak, having lost to Everett, Malden, and arch rival Lynn English on Friday. The Highlanders are winless, although they have been in some close games. Somerville lost to Revere, English, Medford, Everett, and Malden, and we are underway. Jill Hutchinson for Somerville. Over to Bridget Frazier. Lauren Farina to Hutchinson. Hutchinson up top. She is their point guard. Good pressure defense. Almost a double dribble there. Bridget Frazier with the ball. Back to Hutchinson. Shot clock at 8. Farina dribbles. Good possession for the Rams on defense. Shot up off the rim. Rebound Somerville. Up and in. So this is a big break there for Somerville. For the Rams, three-pointer from the corner. Sailor Brinkler, no good. Rebound Hutchinson. Air ball. Rebound Classical knocked out of bounds. The Rams will have the ball. Good rebound by Amelia Pedro. Classical will take it in, and it will be brought up by Lauren Hennessy. Hennessy, Pedro, Sailor Brinkler, Reese Brinkler, and Ava Thurman, the starters for the Rams. This is going to be a three-point attempt by Pedro off the rim. Rebound, Reese Brinkler. Top of the key, Lauren Hennessy. She drives. Shot is blocked. Good block there by Lauren Farina of Somerville, and Jill Hutchinson will bring it up for the Highlanders. Hutchinson drives to the hoop. Hutchinson up and in. Nice drive by Jill Hutchinson. And Somerville's off to an early 4-0 lead here as the Lady Rams quickly get it back up court. On the wing, Sailor Brinkler, three-point attempt. Back rim. Rebound loose. Rebounded by Somerville Lauren Farina. Hutchinson bringing the ball up for the Highlanders. She's guarded by Ava Thurman. Hutchinson gets it back. Very deliberate offense here by Somerville. They are in no hurry. Elizabeth McHugh the steal. Classical had a 2-on-1, couldn't capitalize. This is Lauren Hennessy. Three-point attempt from the top of the key by Sailor Brinkler is off the mark, and Jill Hutchinson brings it up for Somerville. Hutchinson is guarded by Thurman. On the wing, Lindsay Farina gets a back screen. Somerville is going to call a timeout. Coach Sheila Freitas Haley calls a timeout with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. 5:30 left here in the first quarter. And the Somerville Highlanders, who are searching for their first win of this abbreviated season, are off to a 4-0 lead. To reset the starters for the Rams, again, Sailor Brinkler, Reese Brinkler, Amelia Pedro, Lauren Hennessy, and Ava Thurman. That's two sophomores, a junior, and two seniors. Somerville counters with Jill Hutchinson, Lindsay Farina, Bridget Frazier, Lauren Farina, and Lydia Blanchard. Elizabeth McEwen. So Classical off to a slow start here. They've had a couple of open three-pointers that have been off the mark. Somerville was headed toward a shot clock violation on the first possession. They got it all the way down to one. Did get the shot up, hit the rim, and they got the rebound. And the score was put in by Elizabeth McEwen. Elizabeth McEwen and Jill Hutchinson have the baskets for Somerville. And the Lady Rams are in search of their first 2 points. After the timeout, Somerville will put the ball in bounds on the Classical sideline. Inbound to Hutchinson. Hutchinson guarded closely by Thurman. Very active defender, Thurman. Thurman stays right with her. Now picks up a double team. Ball is loose and out of bounds. That'll go to the Rams. Good defense there, especially by Ava Thurman out on the perimeter on Hutchinson. Lauren Hennessy Gets it in over to Thurman. Thurman travels. Thurman had an up fake there, had visions of a three-pointer, faked and just lifted her pivot foot and traveled. Classical now picks up full court. Hutchison breaks the press. Thurman catches up. Good defense. Hutchison now picks up. There's a double team by Hennessy. Three-point attempt. Back rim. Rebound foul. So Lauren Farina with a good rebound. And she is fouled by Reese Brinkler. Picks up her first foul of the game. And Farina will take 2. She hits the first one. We'll now have the players back in the lane. This year under the COVID protocols, no players in the lane until the free throw can be rebounded. Both free throws good. 6-0 lead for the Highlanders, and Classical brings it up. Thurman presses it over to Hennessy. Brinkler to Brinkler there, and no good. Rebound Hutchinson, and she gets it over to Frazier. Frazier gets it over to Farina. Frazier gets it back. Double team, out of bounds. Somerville will keep the ball. I'm sure the folks in Pine Grove can hear that horn. This is Katie Zico now in the game for Somerville, number 4. Hutchison gets possession. Thurman, very good defense. She's not letting her go anywhere. Bridget Frazier goes to the right over to the McEwen. McEwen stops. She's double teamed. Into Farina. She throws up a shot off the left rim, off the right rim. Rebound Hutchinson off the rim and in. Good rebound by Jill Hutchinson, and the Rams find themselves in an 8-0 hole here. Thurman presses it up. Thurman over to Hennessy. Brinkler. Reese Brinkler trying to get the ball inside to Molly Mannion, who was checked into the game, and the ball was knocked out of bounds by Somerville. It will be put in bounds on the sideline, as is the protocol this year. Ball is into Reese Brinkler. Reese Brinkler gets Classical on the board at 3:45. So Reese Brinkler breaks the drought for the Rams. They trail 8-2. Jill Hutchinson over to Frazier. Looks for Farina. Passes too long, out of bounds. Classical ball on the end line, and they'll be coming up and checking into the game for Somerville is number 20, Kenzie Ramadan. Into the game for Classical now is Lauren Wilson, and she will give the ball back to Thurman. Rams working around. Pedro to Thurman. Could have been a double dribble. That was Wilson. Back to Thurman. Thurman off the backboard, off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound is won by Lauren Wilson. She'll get it back to Thurman. Thurman on the wing to Pedro. Three-point attempt by Pedro. Does not hit anything. Out of bounds to Somerville. So good ball movement there by the Rams. Just not getting their shots to fall. Back into the game for Classical is Sayla Brinkler, replacing Amelia Pedro. Heavy pressure now by the Rams. That pass is up for grabs. That is going to be a steal, and that is going to be a foul. Yeah, that's a foul. Yes, tripped. Classical's number 2, Molly Mannion, was tripped going to the hoop. Ball's going to be on the sideline as opposed to the end line. That's the protocol for throw-ins in the offensive end this year. That's Lauren Wilson. She's going to be back to Sayla Brinkler. Thurman up top. Back to Lauren Wilson. She hikes up a 3. No good. Back rim again. Nice steal on the rebound. Thurman gets it. She goes to her left. Now back to her right and puts it in. Nice move by Ava Thurman. Classical now is only down 8-4. There's a steal by Lauren Wilson. This press is paying dividends. Thurman with the ball, walks through a double team, and she is fouled. There's a break there. Thurman had a double team, try to get through it. There wasn't much room. She found just enough. She was fouled, and she will go to the line for 2. And there is 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Classical looks to get to within 2. They trail 8-6. Ava Thurman misses front rim. Try to get 1 out of 2. Of course, Ava, the daughter of one of the all-time greats, not only at Lynn Classical, but in the city of Lynn, Tony Thurman, All-American, consensus All-American football player at Boston College. Still 8-4 as she misses 2, and now Somerville pushes it. Hutchinson picks up the pace. She picks up her dribble now, and she is going to look up top to Bridget Frazier. Frazier off the basket, off the rim, and in. Nice pass by Jill Hutchinson. Frazier scores, and it's 10-4. Classical quickly back up to the other end. Ball is around. It is going to be taken by Sailor Brinkler all the way out by half court over to Ava Thurman. Thurman into Reese Brinkler. Foul line extended. Underneath, Brinkler loses the handle. It's picked up by Somerville. Foul is called in the backcourt. So the foul is called on Somerville there. Lauren Wilson is going to inbound for Classical. 2:01 to go in the first quarter. Lauren Wilson will inbound it to Lauren Hennessy. Back to Wilson. She fakes the shot, drives to the hoop, gets it up. Rebound, Jill Hutchinson. Hutchinson in the middle of everything for the Highlanders. Brings the ball up. She's going to get it over to Frazier. Frazier defended by Molly Mannion. Air ball. Oh, that's going to be out of bounds off Classical. Tough break there for the Rams as Elizabeth McEwen threw up the air ball, but the ball was deflected out of bounds by Sailor Brinkler. Somerville with 2 subs checking into the game as they are subbing liberally. Alana LaGreca is in for Somerville. And she gets the ball. Back to Frazier. Back to good give and go there to LaGreca. Rebound. No good. Ball's bounced around. They're going to reset. Frazier is going to drive to the hoop right side. She's going to be fouled by Molly Mannion. So Somerville's doing a good job on the offensive boards here, keeping plays alive. That's going to be a non-shooting foul. The fouls right now are 3-2 against the Rams. That foul was on Molly Mannion. Somerville's going to inbound it. Katie Zico will inbound it for Somerville. Hutchinson, guarded by Wilson. Goes to her left. Wilson stays with her. Good defense. Frazier picks up her dribble. Back to Hutchinson. Throws up a wild shot off the backboard. No good. Rebounded by Lauren Hennessy. And Hennessy brings it up for the Rams. She gets it over. Over to the side. Sailor Brinkler. Looking for Molly Mannion underneath. The ball was deflected out of bounds. 1:02 to go here in the first quarter at Classical. The Rams are trailing 10-4. Ball is inbounded to Lauren Hennessy. To Lauren Wilson. She's going to drive. She's going to put up a shot. It's off the backboard. Good rebound. Deflected out of bounds. Shot blocked. Good job on the offensive board there by Molly Mannion. The ball was deflected out of bounds. Classical will inbound from the sideline right in front of the Somerville bench. 53.8 seconds to go, and it's inbounds to Lauren Hennessy. 3-point attempt. Sailor Brinkler off the rim, off the top of the backboard. Good rebound, Kaya Brown, but stolen away by Hutchinson, and up comes Somerville. Jill Hutchinson now taking her time. Now guarded by Lauren Hennessy. Bridget Frazier drives to her right, throws it up, and she is fouled by Kaya Brown. So Bridget Frazier with a good job there, driving to her right. Goes up for the shot, fouled by Kaya Brown. It's going to be the the third foul on the Rams. And Bridget Frazier is going to the line for 2 shots for Somerville. Somerville enjoying a 10-4 lead here as the players will now populate the lane line. Maximum of 2, 1 per team. under this year's protocols. The ball seems to have... Not sure what this delay is. Something on the floor that had to be picked up. Good job by official Elizabeth Briggs. Safety first. Second shot for Frazier is up. It is no good. Kaya Brown with the rebound. And Classical is called for traveling in the backcourt. So the Lady Rams are really having trouble getting anything going offensively here thus far. Hutchinson with the ball for Somerville. She dribbles to her right, and she's going to hand off to Frazier. Frazier reverses direction. Back to Hutchinson. Thought about the three. Decided otherwise. Lauren Wilson guards her. Ball is on over to Farina. Off the rim, off the backboard. No good. Rebound Frazier. No good. Ball is up for grabs. And coming out is Hennessy. Good rebound. 3 seconds left. Hennessy tries to pass. Probably should have gone up with it. Unselfish play by Hennessy. Had the 2-on-1, but was running out of clock. And in fact, the Lady Rams did run out of clock. And at the end of one here at Lynn Classical, the score is Somerville 10 and Lynn Classical 4. So they will get a new basketball, new sanitized basketball each quarter. As we have just a brief 2.5 minutes they put on the clock for the intermission. No halftime this year, as you know. That is the abbreviated intermission. So as we said, Classical got off to 2 close wins to start the year. They beat Revere in overtime, 58-54. They beat Revere in overtime, 59-57, led by Ava Thurman with 24, Sailor Brinkler with 10. Then a 1-point win over Medford, led by Amelia Pedro at 19 and Ava Thurman with 14. And then a 56-42 loss to Everett, a 51-47 loss to Malden. And then Friday night against arch rival English, they lost 56-37 as Sailor Brinkler scored 11. So 2-3 for the Rams. So the Rams have been able to score. As we said, they've scored in the 50s or 40s, other than English 37. Today, thus far, it has been a struggle. But they will get the ball first to start this second quarter, moving from right to left on your screen, and it's Ava Thurman. Thurman on the side to Hennessy, and it's deflected out of bounds. Classical will maintain possession. They'll take it inbounds from the sideline. Inbounds to Thurman. Thurman, no one open, gets it over to Sailor Brinkler, over to Lauren Hennessy. Top of the key, Brinkler, back to Thurman. She'll drive into the lane, and she was fouled. Going up, it'll be 2 shots for Ava Thurman. Foul is called on Jill Hutchinson for Somerville. So Ava Thurman will get a chance to go to the line. Ava Thurman is now 0 for 3 from the free throw line, trying to break that skein. Thurman's shot is up. Violation does not hit anything, so Ava struggling from the line just a bit. And it remains 10-4 as Somerville comes up court with the ball. Lindsay Farina over to Hutchinson, side to Frazier. Foul line shot by Farina off the rim. Sailor Brinkler coming up the other way for Classical. Classical pushes it up. I think Coach Sawyer would like to put it up the pace. Ava Thurman three-pointer. She finds the mark there and cuts the lead in half, 10-7. So good push on offense. Now the pressure defense, almost a turnover. That almost a back court, but Somerville gets it over just in time. Bridget Frazier gets it into the corner to Lindsay Farina. Farina is going to go to... ball is stolen. There's the Lindsay and a Lauren Farina, so bear with me. Sailor Brinkler, no good. Rebound, up, no good. Own rebound, working hard on the boards for Lynn Classical there was Reese Brinkler, but unfortunately missed two. As Coach Sawyer was yelling, don't reach, Amelia Pedro was called for a reach. Fourth foul of the half for the Lady Rams. And checking out for Classical is going to be Lauren Hennessy. Somerville, Lauren Farina. Bridget Frazier. Inside, ball is knocked around. Loose ball is picked up by Lindsay Farina. And Somerville is ahead 12-7 as Classical puts it up. And going to the hoop was Thurman. She missed the shot, but she was fouled. She's going to go right back to the free throw line. Ava Thurman is right back to the free throw line. Ava will shoot two. Ava's averaging 14 for the Lady Rams coming in. And there she finds the mark from the free throw line after missing her first four. Nothing but net on that one. And checking into the game for Lynn Classical will be Lauren Wilson. Ava Thurman misses the second. She'll have to settle for 1 for 2, but the Rams cut it to 8. They steal the rebound. Air ball out of bounds off Classical. Somerville ball. So Classical with a good job keeping it alive, stealing the rebound, but air ball out of bounds, deflected out by Classical. This Classical press seems to be effective as Somerville is tied up in the backcourt. They barely get that one over, but there, if they get it over, you're going to have a breakdown there. But missing the layup is Lindsay Farina, and Classical is coming right back up the other way. So Somerville broke the press, easy layup, missed. Classical, Ava Thurman, she dribbles to the right, behind the three-point line. She's looking inside. She gets it inside to Sailor Brinkler, but she loses the handle, and Somerville comes right back up the court with the basketball. Jill Hutchinson puts her head down off the backboard, no good. Ava Thurman, good job on the defensive board. She's pushing it up court. She is going 1-on-3, but she has Pedro, but Thurman, excellent job taking it to the hoop. 12-10, Classical within 2. This is as close as they've been since 2-0. So the coach seems perturbed. Going up, missing the shot is Bridget Frazier. Classical with the ball and with the momentum, and Sailor Brinkler is going to come over half court with the ball. Gets it on the wing. Thurman missed, Somerville rebound. 4:50 and counting left here in the first half at Lynn Classical. Thurman guarding Hutchinson as she's been doing all night and doing it well. Deflects the ball, almost had to steal. Hutchinson got it back. It's going to be Frazier. Frazier gets it to Katie Zico. Katie Zico, shot clock winding down. Ball is an air ball thrown up by Lindsay Farina, and Classical will regain possession. And coming back in are Kaya Brown and Molly Mannion. Molly Mannion. Ava Thurman gets it over the timeline for Classical. Lauren Wilson on the left, back top of the key. Thurman. Now she goes right. Into Kaya Brown, lost the handle, and stolen away by Jill Hutchinson. So pretty good job of ball movement there, but the Lady Rams lost the handle, and the Highlanders come up. Hutchinson this time gets by Thurman, gets the ball to the hoop, off the rim. Rebound is loose on the ground. This is going to be a tie-up that I believe is going to go to Somerville. And checking back in, out is Pedro, and in is Lauren Hennessy. Somerville has the alternating possession. They'll take it inbounds. Right sideline. Elizabeth McEwen. She passes back, and the three-pointer is made by Jill Hutchinson. So Hutchinson is certainly the best player for the Highlanders. Classical done a pretty good job on her. Now we got a three-pointer coming up this side by Hennessy. No good. Kaya Brown working hard for the rebound, and they will get the ball out of bounds. Good job on the offensive board there. Battling for position. Kaya Brown and was able to knock the ball off the Somerville player. Classical will take it inbounds. Ava Thurman up top. Thurman goes right to Hennessy. Back to Thurman. Thurman's going to drive the lane. She's going to pull up from 12 feet. No good. Kaya Brown crashes the boards. It's going to be another alternating possession. This one will go to Classical. So good job on the offensive boards by the Lady Rams, keeping the ball alive, getting the tie up. 3:31 to go in the half. 3:31. Ava Thurman. Top of the key, off the Kaya Brown screen. Three-pointer, Lauren Hennessy, in and out. Kaya Brown is going to be called for a foul from behind there. A very good hustle by Kaya, but just went over the back there a little bit. Foul from behind, and she is going to pick up her second. But hard-working player is this sophomore Kaya Brown for the Lady Rams. Jill Hutchison gets the ball, and Thurman's going to pick her up full court now. She is going to get it over to Elizabeth McEwen. That's going to be a travel by Alana Greca. Good call by Jeff Etienne, the official. Travel in the front court. Classico will get the ball back. Lauren Hennessy is going to inbound to Ava Thurman as we are at the 3:10 mark to go here in the first quarter. Lauren Hennessy thought about it, picked it up. Back to Thurman, straight on. She is going to go to the right side. The ball is deflected. Pass was just a little wide. Molly Mannion tried to control it. She couldn't. Out of bounds. Somerville will take possession. 3:04 to go. 15-10. Somerville as they come up the court. The Highlanders looking for their first win at 0-5. Ball is deflected by Thurman, but Hutchison gets the handle back. LaGreca on the side, pulls up for the 10-footer. No good. Rebound, no good. Classical ball. Kaya Brown again right in the thick of things on the defensive boards for Lynn Classical. Hennessy will take it in bounds to Thurman, who will give it back to Hennessy now. Hennessy's going to take it right up the middle. Thurman is coming to the left. Hennessy dribbles to the right. Three-point attempt, Lauren Wilson off the rim. Ava Thurman tries to get the rebound, but good block out by Elizabeth McEwen, and the Highlanders are coming up. Jill Hutchison guarded closely by Thurman. Thurman now plays off for a little bit. Hutchison gets it on the side to Bridget Frazier. Frazier is guarded by Brinkler. She's going to get it back to Hutchison. Pull up, 8-footer, no good. Rebound LaGreca. Over to McEwen. 10-footer good by McEwen, and Somerville extends it to 17-10. Good job on the offensive boards there by the Rams. Hennessy in the corner to Mannion. Brown back to Hennessy. Hennessy dribbles, gets it down low to Mannion. Mannion gets it up a little too deep, got herself caught under the basket. Katie Zico is in the open court there. Looked like she lost the handle, but Classical is going to be called for a foul. It's going to be on Lauren Hennessy, her first. Hutchison down low. Hutchison got the ball in the low post, could not convert. Rebound by Classical's Reese Sprinkler. Ava Thurman now pulls up for the 10-footer off the backboard, no good. Rebound, no good. And Somerville is now going to come up the court with Bridget Frazier bringing the ball up. So a little bit of a switch here. Hutchison not handling it. Frazier is going to take it all the way. That's a delayed coast-to-coast there by Frazier. Brought it up and kept going, and the Highlanders open up a 9-point lead. Hennessy pulls up. Down low, deflected, stolen. McEwen back to Frazier. Now they'll get it back to Hutchison. A little sloppy with the ball there by the Rams. Frazier back to Hutchison. She's going to go, and the ball is blocked. Good defense there by Reese Sprinkler to block the shot, but the ball goes out of bounds, and Somerville will maintain possession. Katie Zico out of the game for Somerville. It's going to be inbounded by Elizabeth McEwen, a senior for Somerville. Over to Hutchison, guarded by Thurman. Hutchison dribbles to her left. Good defense by Thurman. Now Hutchison goes right. Frazier, ball deflected and stolen. Good defense by Hennessy. She'll get it back. She has an open Sailor Brinkler, who got caught a little bit under the basket and missed the layup. Good defense by the Rams. They ran the break well, but they just missed the layup. Somerville now is all sorts of tied up in the backcourt. Coach is looking for a timeout, but it was correctly not given as they did not have possession. Bridget Frazier. Rebound. Reese Brinkler. Brinkler got the rebound and brought it all over half court. Down to the last 15 seconds. We'll see if the Rams hold for one. Ava Thurman, nope, I'm going to take it right now, she says. Off the backboard, off the rim. Rebound Somerville. The clock is down to 8. They will have time for a final shot. I suspect Hutchinson's going to keep it. Nope, she gets it over to McEwen. McEwen throws up a 3 that's an air ball, and there's going to be a foul called oh boy, that's a tough break. That's a tough break for Lynn Classical there. Air ball almost at the buzzer, but the foul was before the buzzer, and Somerville is going to have 2 free throws. And number 3, unfortunately, is not on the roster I have. We'll straighten that out at halftime. Missed the free throw there. So at the end of the first half, Lynn Classical trails 19-10. We will be right back. Okay, we got that straightened out. Number 3 is Emma Benevito for Somerville. She had 2 shots right at the buzzer, 2 free throws that were missed. So at the end of the first half, 19-10, we will recap the scoring, although not much to recap. For Lynn Classical with 2 points, Reese Brinkler, and with 8 points, Ava Thurman. Ava Thurman hit a 3-pointer, 2 other field goals, and was 1 for 6 at the free throw line. So tough offensive half for the Lady Rams. Somerville has spread it out pretty well. Jill Hutchinson with 7 to lead the way for the Highlanders. She is their point guard and best player. So the halftime is no more time between the second and third quarters than any other quarter this year under these COVID protocols that everyone has done a great job in sticking to in the interest of letting these kids play. Somerville is going to have the ball to start the second half and a 9-point lead, and they have to be smelling that first victory after starting the season 0-5. Bridget Frazier takes the ball to the right, gets the ball off, looking for Hutchinson in the corner, finds the handle, back to Frazier. Pardon me, that was McEwen in the corner. Frazier, ball deflected by Thurman, but Somerville maintains possession. Lindsay Farina back to Frazier, back to Lindsay, and it's in. Great give and go there by Bridget Frazier and Lindsay Farina, and Somerville has a double-digit lead here. Ava Thurman thought about it, but it's going to go back to Hennessy. Classical good ball movement. That's Brinkler. Brinkler goes up, no good. Rebound, good job by Ava Thurman, gets her own rebound again. Ava Thurman is within the trees inside, but she comes out with the basket. Just good old-fashioned hard work there by Ava Thurman. Somerville good pressure, Classical good pressure. Somerville gets it, McEwen, nice job. Good defense by Sailor. Brinkler with the clean block. The Rams have a 2-on-1. Brinkler and Brinkler off. Sailor tried to get it to her sister Reese, but it was deflected out of bounds, and Classical will have to settle for the possession. So Classical, pretty good last minute there for the Rams. Sailor Brinkler's going to hoist up a 3, and she is going to hit a 3. Number 3 for 3, and the Rams have cut it to 6. And Coach Somerville is going to call a timeout as the Rams on a mini spurt here, a 5-0 run with an Ava Thurman rebound and Saylor Brinkler with their first points of the night, a three-pointer from the right elbow, and the Rams are right back in this at 21-15. A double-digit deficit of 21-10 was looking formidable even early in the third quarter, just because the way the Rams have struggled on offense. So certainly a pulse has been detected. They have taken back the momentum, and with 6:50 to go here in the third quarter, they will try to get another defensive stop and keep this momentum going. We're talking about Somerville's season. They have lost to Revere by 5 in a close game. They lost to Medford by 4. They lost to Everett by 1. So they have had 3 of their 5 losses were within 5 points. So they have been knocking on the door. So, and obviously with the GBL playoffs about to start this week, no team, even in an abbreviated season, you certainly don't want to have to go winless. And they have come out here on a mission. Joe Hutchinson is a very impressive player as their point guard, and they've spread the ball around pretty well on offense. They're going to have possession now after the classical basket. Hutchinson will have the end line to run if she wants. Ball is bounced to her, and she is looking. In classical, this press is set up. The press has been effective. Nice steal by Ava Thurman. Ava Thurman takes a step back, misses the layup, gets her own rebound. How is she doing it? Brinkler looking for back-to-back threes. Saylor has set sail with back-to-back threes, and the Rams are only down by 3. Pressure working again, almost a travel. Ball has gotten to Hutchinson now, 3-on-2 for Somerville if they want it. Hutchinson goes up. Good D, gets her own rebound, knocked out of bounds, and they will keep possession. So Somerville had 3-on-2 there, but good job, good D by the Rams, and Somerville takes it in bounds from the sideline. Bridget Frazier is looking for someone, gets a back screen there. Lauren Farina back to Hutchinson. She'll reset. Moving screen, illegal screen, I should say, called against Somerville. Folks back in Somerville can hear that horn. Lauren Hennessy. Brinkler shot blocked. This is Reese. She gets it over to Saylor. She gets it back to Hennessy. Hennessy's going to put up the 3 almost. Rebound Saylor. She has the hot hand. She's going to throw it up, and of course it's going to go in. Brinkler is on an 8-0 run. Classical only down by 1. Pressure is working very well. Somerville pull up Frazier. Ball is good. So they needed that one. Bridget Frazier with a pull up makes it 23-20. Classical has picked up the pace of this game, which is to their advantage. Saylor Brinkler gets it inside to Reese Brinkler. Reese Brinkler turns around. Was it blocked? Reese Brinkler went for the ball, deflected the ball. Looked like she deflected it off the Somerville player, but apparently the ball had already hit out of bounds. Good hustle, though, by Reese Brinkler. Lauren Hennessy checks out for Classical. Classical swarming defense. Frazier. They get it over the timeline to Zico. Lauren Wilson hustling back. Zico to the hoop. Good D. Saylor Brinkler, but Zico gets it to fall. Her first points, and Somerville extends the lead back to 5. Classical quickly over the timeline. Lauren Wilson. Ava Thurman. Lauren Wilson. Inside. Amelia Pedro unfortunately dribbled it on the end line, and Somerville, who has withstood this Saylor Brinkler mini run of 8 straight points, which saw the Rams cut it to 1. Somerville back up by 5. Good job breaking the press that time. They had 2-on-1, but Thurman gets back. Rebound for Farina. Good job, Ava Thurman. Ava Thurman, Classical has numbers. Ava Thurman's going right to the hoop. She's going to be fouled. She's going to score. She's going to have a chance for a 3-point play. "12 points for Thurman And she has a chance to cut this to 2. All fours, 4:44 left here in the third quarter. As Ava Thurman tries to complete the three-point play. She does not. Ball is knocked. Traveling called against Classical. So almost had another possession there, but Somerville throws it over the top. Sailor Brinkler pulls it right away. Good D by Sailor Brinkler. Classical now at numbers. 4-on-2 if they want it. Sailor Brinkler gets over to Reese. Reese down low, and the ball is up, and it is in. Molly Mannion on the feed from Brinkler has a chance for a three-point play. First points of the game for Molly Mannion. Classical chance to tie. Molly Mannion can't complete the three-point play. Somerville comes up, 4:20 to go in the third. Bridget Frazier has the ball. Good D by Reese Brinkler. Three-point attempt by McEwen. No good. Rebound Frazier. Wild shot. Sailor Brinkler, who has really had a great quarter here, gets the rebound, and she is heading up the court. She gets it over to Ava Thurman. On the attack, as always. Thurman goes left. Thurman puts it up. Thurman puts it in. Classical, it leads for the first time with 4:03 to go, 26-25. Classical is going to be called for a foul there, Lauren Wilson, but that's okay. That's only their first of the half, and it's in the interest of an aggressive defense on the press. I'm sure Coach Sawyer will take that all day. Somerville with the ball. One thing that Somerville has not been able to do this half is get the ball in the hands of Hutchison. There's a steal. Molly Mannion down low. No good. Reese Sprinkler. Ball is rebounded by Somerville, coming up the other way. Now Hutchison has it. Hasn't been in her hands this much. McEwen has it. Back to Hutchison. Hutchison dribbling, got it by Thurman. What else is new? Over to Frazier. Back to Hutchison. Good, fakes the three. She's going to go to the hoop. Good D. Blocked. Scramble. Zico comes out of it with the ball. Ball is loose, and it's going to be taken by Thurman. Got it by Hutchison. They have numbers. Yes, nice pass over to Brinkler. Pardon me, Mannion. Mannion goes up, no good. Mannion gets her own rebound. Mannion goes up, no good. She gets her own rebound again. She's going to kick it out. Sailor Brinkler, almost another three. No good. Rebound, Jill Hutchinson. 3:10 to go. Somerville trailing now by 1 point. Bridget Frazier is going to dribble. She's got some room if she wants it. They really played off her. Tripped. McEwen with the ball, no dribble. Emma Benevito is going to be called for traveling. Amelia Pedro and Lauren Hennessy check in. Sailor Brinkler and Ava Thurman getting a rare breather here. So we'll see what Classical can do with this lineup in. You got to think they won't be out for long. Classical turns it over. Nope, still white. Ball is deflected off a Somerville player. It looked like it was dribbled out of bounds. It was deemed to be off a Somerville player. 2:49 here with the Rams enjoying their first lead of the game, 26-25. I think Coach Sawyer's just trying to steal a few-minute rest here, especially for Thurman. Hennessy with the ball. Hennessy comes this side to Wilson. Wilson drives. Wilson throws it up off the backboard. No good. Good work. Reese Sprinkler gets 2 rebounds, but coming away with it is LaGreca, I believe. Tie-up is going to go to Somerville. Classical coach Tom Sawyer is going to take his first timeout of the game. So Classical was in a little trouble in this game, down early in this quarter, 21-10. They have responded with a 16-4 run to take the lead, 26-25. That run has been fueled by Sailor Brinkler with 8 points, Ava Thurman with 6 points, and Molly Mannion with her first hoop of the game with 2. They had a chance for 2 3-point plays on that run. They could actually be up by 2 or 3, but both Ava Thurman and Molly Mannion missed the free throw after a good basket. But nonetheless, After being held to 10 points in the first half, Classical has exploded for 16 in the first 5.5 minutes of this quarter. So the offense is well underway, and as we say, Jill Hutchinson seems to be handling the ball a lot less, and I think that is a result of the full court pressure by Classical. In the first half, she was just kind of allowed to walk the ball up, but with this aggressive full court defense by Classical, she is handling the ball much less, and that is what Classical wants. So here we go. Press still on for Classical. Hutchinson's going to get inbounds to Frazier. Back to Hutchinson. Over to McEwen. Good job by Somerville there. McEwen is going to dribble over the division line. She gets it over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson straight ahead. Over to Frazier. Frazier is going to dribble to her right. Guarded by Pedro. Traveling violation on Emma Benevito. So the Rams have a chance to build on this lead with 2:15 to go here in the third quarter. Amelia Pedro, good pass down low. Good pass. Molly Mannion finds Reese Sprinkler. Reese Sprinkler's first basket of the game, and it's a 3-point lead. And Somerville turns it over. So Classical working on all cylinders here. The offense is clicking. They're spreading it around now, where it was virtually all Thurman in the first half, and I was mistaken. That was Reese Sprinkler's second basket of the game, not her first. Sorry, Reese. This is going to be Hennessy with a bad pass stolen by Hutchinson. Yep. That was a break for Classical because Hutchinson dribbled right by Hennessy. Hennessy was called for a foul. There was some contact there, but there was a break. If that foul had not been called, Somerville would have had a 2-on-1. I'm sure Coach Sheila Freitas Haley would have preferred it not be called, but nonetheless, third foul of the half on Somerville, on Classical. Second on Hennessy. Benevito is going to lose the ball out of bounds. Ooh. Nope. Someone was going to be giving the ball back. Little uncertainty there. Coach Sawyer is asking why it wasn't an arrow, but nonetheless, Somerville with the ball. Inbounds to Benevito. Benevito. Lauren Wilson is now guarding Hutchinson. There's Frazier in the lane with a scoop shot. Good shot by her, and Somerville pulls back to within one. Classical this half has used several players. Pedro is guarded Hutchinson. That possession was Lauren Wilson. So they're spreading it around. Reese Sprinkler tied up, but comes out of it, throws it up off the backboard, no good. Rebound, Somerville, Bridget Frazier, and the Highlanders have a chance to take the lead back in this back-and-forth game. Jill Hutchinson pulls up for an open three. Can't give her that, fortunately, off the mark. Amelia Pedro rebounds. Amelia Pedro is coming up the court. She'll handle the ball now. She's going to get it over to Hennessy. Hennessy's going to get it to Wilson. Wilson on the left wing. She'll hoist a three. Long rebound, McEwen. McEwen gives it up to Frazier. Somerville wants to run now. We're under a minute. Somerville with a chance to take the lead again. Hutchinson with the ball. She dribbles left. She's stuck in the paint. She gets it over to Frazier. Frazier back to Hutchinson down low. Misses the layup. Good rebound, Lauren Hennessy. Classical coming up the court. 3-on-2 if they want it. Hennessy with a good crossover dribble. Goes to the hoop. Off the backboard. Off the rim. No good. Rebound Somerville. Foul on Hennessy. That's at least 3 on her. Only 3.5. Each team has 3. Somerville can have the last shot virtually if they want it. Well, they actually can. The shot clock has to be shut off, right? 29.9 seconds left. Good move getting Lauren Hennessy out of the game with 3 fouls with only 29.9 seconds to go. Somerville is going to get it and bounce to Hutchinson. Immediate double team. Back to Frazier. Almost stolen by Wilson. Closely guarded. Frazier is going to get it over to McEwen. Over to Benevito. Off the backboard. No good. Rebound by Molly. Molly's going to her left. Molly Mannion's going to be fouled by Frazier. So good job forcing the issue there by Molly Mannion. Picks up the 4th foul of the game, of the half, rather, on Somerville. And Classical will have the last possession if they want it. 14.5 seconds left. You got to think they're going to hold for 1. Unless Sailor Brinkler wants this open 3. She's hit 2. Now they're going to go for 1. Thurman is fouled. Now there's 7.8. They'll take it in bounds from the opposite sideline. So Classical should end this half with no worse than a 1-point lead. Sailor Brinkler to Thurman. Thurman back to Sailor Brinkler. Double team. Thurman's open. Thurman's going to go to her left. She's going to have to throw up a wild shot that is no good. So good defense there by Somerville on the last possession of the quarter, and we are going to end the third quarter with a good quarter for the Rams. Classical outscored Somerville 18-8 in that quarter. The Lady Rams will take a 28-27 lead into the fourth quarter as they seek to even their record at 3-3 as they plan to open the GBL playoffs on Wednesday, I believe against Revere, and I believe right here at Lynn Classical. That'll all be firmed up tomorrow on Tuesday. So very good quarter for the Lady Rams there. Thurman got them started, but then really the key to the quarter was 8 straight points by Sailor Brinkler. She had 2 threes and then a 2-point goal. Thurman comes back with a couple of baskets. Reese Brinkler gets one, and Molly Mannion gets her first, and there you have it. And Classical, after 3 quarters, has the 1-point lead. Ava Thurman with 8, 10, 12, 14 points after 3 to lead the Rams. Sailor with 8. Sailor Brinkler with 8. They have 22 of the 28 points for Lynn Classical. So here we go. 8 minutes to determine if the Lady Rams can even their record or Somerville can get their first win. It's going to be inbounded by Sailor, and it's going to be inbounded to Ava Thurman. Good place to start. Ava Thurman up top, dribbles to her right. Lauren Hennessy down low to Molly. Up top to Ava Thurman. Ava Thurman, good fake. She's going to go left. She goes left very well. She works her way all the way to the hoop, misses the layup, but Ava Thurman can really cut through those taller players on her way to the hoop. Bridget Frazier. Bridget Frazier's going to go to her right, guarded by Wilson. She's going to throw up a shot, no good. Sailor Brinkler has an open Molly Mannion. This should be clear sailing. Nice pass, Sailor Brinkler. Nice job, Molly Mannion. And the Rams lead by 3, biggest lead of the night. Jill Hutchinson for Somerville now. Over to Frazier. Guarded by Lauren Wilson. Ball is out of bounds. Frazier dribbled it off her foot. Turnover, Classical ball, up by 3, chance to go up by 5 or 6. So the tide is turned in this game. Lauren Hennessy, over to Thurman, back to Hennessy. Thinking about the 3, Thurman's not going to think, she's going to put it up, just misses. Good rebound almost by Lauren Wilson, but a good block out by Lauren Farina there for Somerville. Jill Hutchinson over the timeline. Now it's Thurman back on her right where we started at the beginning of this game. Almost a 5-second count. That's his McEwen with a 3 from the side. No good. Lauren Farina, without looking, throws up a shot. Rebound by Classical. Rebounded by Wilson. She's going to take it up the left. Wilson's going to go right to the hoop. She's going to scoop it up, and she is going to put it in. First points for Lauren Wilson, and the Rams have a 5-point lead. So Lauren Wilson with a rebound and coast to coast to give Classical a 5-point lead. Hutchinson, great D by Thurman. Gets it over to Frazier. Thurman knocks it away. Thurman's going to get the pass. It's going to be a race to the hoop. It's going to be a race won by Ava Thurman. Somerville takes a timeout, and the Lady Rams are in full stride, folks. 34-27. This is a 14-2 run after trailing 25-20. They've really been able to spread it around. Lauren Wilson got her first points. Molly Mannion with only her second basket in there. Great court vision there with the pass up to Ava Thurman, and Thurman gets it in. And Classical now all of a sudden in a game that they trailed by 11 points after the first basket of this half, the Lady Rams have sprinted out to a 34-27 lead, and they have 6 minutes and 2 seconds left to protect this lead. So I really think the key to this turnaround has been Their pressure defense, the full court press has caused Somerville a lot of problems, and B, their ability to get more people involved in the offense. As you said, they were held to 10 points in the first half, 8 of them by Thurman, and Reese Sprinkler scored the first basket of the game for Lynn Classical early in the first quarter, and no one else scored for the rest of the half. So the ability to get other players involved in the offense, starting with Sailor Brinkler, has led to this 7-point lead for the Lady Rams. So Somerville is going to get the ball here. And it's going to be brought up by Frazier now. They're going to take it out of Hutchinson's hands, I'm sure, in the interest of trying to get it back to her. They get it back to her, open, long, two, back rim. Good job, Lauren Wilson. She's got Thurman open if she wants her. She finds her. Thurman's going to go to the hoop, and she is scored, and she is fouled. Great job by Lauren Wilson there. What a tremendous assist. Great vision. Got it to Thurman. Thurman went up and was fouled by Elizabeth McEwen, but not before she made the shot, and she will have a chance for a traditional 3-point play and a chance to give the Lady Rams a 10-point lead. Thurman's shot is no good. Leal leaving points at the free throw line. Thurman, though, gets the rebound, throws it up, and throws it in. Ava Thurman is bordering on unstoppable here all of a sudden, folks. 20 for her. Jill Hutchinson with the ball. Somerville is in a drought. Hutchinson to Frazier. Frazier is going to throw up a 9-footer. Miss. Rebound knocked around. Lauren Wilson has got Thurman. No, Wilson's going to cross over. Wilson's going to keep it. Wilson's going to miss. Wilson kept it that time, got off a pretty good shot, just off the rim and out. Rebound Somerville. So Somerville dodges a bullet there to stick to an 11-point deficit. Jill Hutchinson. One-on-one with Thurman. Over to McEwen. Back to Hutchinson. Frazier cuts through the lane. They don't find her. McEwen is going to hoist a 3. Front rim, no good. Good rebound, Molly Mannion. Good outlet pass, Molly Mannion. Guess who? Ava Thurman tries to get it over to Sailor Brinkler, but the pass was deflected, and Somerville comes away with it. Katie Zico. Frazier down low to Hutchinson. This should be 2. Hutchinson is good. She's going to be money from down there. If she gets the ball in that situation, it's going to be hard to prevent her from scoring. Jill Hutchinson with 2 for the Highlanders, and they trail by 9. Sailor Brinkler tries for another 3. No good. Hustle play by Lauren Wilson. Gets it over to Hennessy. Hennessy step through. No good. Thurman, 15-footer. Back rim. Thurman own rebound. Sailor Brinkler. Is it 3-time Sailor? It is 3-time. Sailor Brinkler. 3 with another 3. That's her third. 41-29. Sailor Brinkler is shooting the lights out in this half, folks. Frazier goes up with it. No good. Rebound, Molly Mannion. Molly Mannion has nothing but hardwood in front of her. She's going to put it up and in. Somerville really needs a timeout. I don't know if they're going to take one. Timeout, Somerville. So this, folks, has turned into a rout, thanks to a tremendous second half by Lynn Classical. 10 points in the first half, 33 and counting in the second half. And Ava Thurman, who had 8 points at the half, is now up to a game-high 20, and we are more than halfway through this fourth quarter. So this is a good half of basketball for the Lady Rams. I'm sure in watching the film, Coach Sawyer will try to figure out what exactly happened in the first half. It was an extraordinarily slow start for them, but, boy, they have picked it up here, and their defense has led to offense. And they are in the driver's seat here, folks. This run, after trailing 25-20, is now 18-4. Pardon me, 23-4. They are on a 23-4 run to go up by 14. So Somerville is going to have to act quickly. Classical takes the press off. Probably a good move there by Coach Sawyer. Let Somerville take their time getting it up the court. LaGreca deflected and stolen. Nice play, Amelia Pedro. Amelia Pedro, of course, granddaughter of one of Lynn's greatest athletes of all time, Pistol Pete Pedro. Ava Thurman, who else? Just missed. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It's going to be dribbled on the end line by Somerville. Classical's going to maintain possession. Ava Thurman is going to come out of the game. And checking in is Delaney Dana. You have heard of her father, Derek Dana, one of St. Mary's all-time great baseball players. Lauren Hennessy. Amelia Pedro wants 3. She misses. Dana with the rebound. Dana in the game just for about 3 seconds. Picked up an offensive rebound. Classical's going to get the ball. We're going to have another sub here for the Rams, and Reese Sprinkler is going to come out of the game. And into the game for the first time, I believe, is Deshauna Rucker. Kaya Brown, who's done a very good job today. Jump ball is going to go to Somerville. Coach Sawyer wanted a timeout, but Kaya Brown was tied up first. But as I said, Kaya Brown at both ends of the floor hasn't shown up on the score sheet, folks, but she has really worked hard on the boards and on defense. LaGreca is going to bring it over for Somerville. Over to Benevito. Benevito is going to lose the ball out of bounds. Oh, they're going to get it back. More subs coming in for Classical. Kylie Mills is into the game. And Linda Jallo is into the game. And as of now, every Lady Ram has played. LaGreca with a 3, no good. Delaney Dana getting on the stat sheet with a rebound. Delaney Dana is going to bring it up for the Lady Rams. Seems like both coaches have going to get the subs ample playing time. Almost inside. Deshauna Rucker, turnover. Somerville ball, 2:25 to go. Classical with a commanding 43-29. Lead. Turnover, steal. Good job, Kaya Brown. Kaya Brown is going to get it to Deshauna Rutka. She'll give it off to Delaney Dana. Dana is guarded by Benevito, but she'll get it off safely to Kylie Mills. Kylie Mills is guarded, back to Dana. Jallo. Emma Benevito with a steal for Somerville. Under 2 minutes to go here. Benevito. Kaya Brown there on defense. Classical steals it right back. And coming out of the scrum with it is Kylie Mills. Dana misses. Rebound. Possession will stay with Classical. Dana. Linda Jallo. Linda Jallo almost. Coach Sawyer exhorting her to shoot it, and shoot it she did and almost scored. So approaching the 1 minute mark, Delaney Dana gets a hand in it, knocked out of bounds. Somerville maintains possession. That's going to be the 4th foul on Lynn Classical, so there'll be no shooting. Alana Greco will put it in bounds for ball stolen. That's Kylie Mills. Kylie Mills is going to bring it over, guarded by Benevito. Under a minute to go, Kylie Mills dribbles out of trouble, finds Delaney Dana. Delaney Dana is going to go to the floor. She's going to come away with the ball. When you have to fight Derek Dana at the dinner table, you come away with those loose balls. Kylie Mills inside. Nice pass, Kylie Mills, and a Kaya Brown. No one has deserved to score more than Kaya Brown. 30 seconds to go in this one, and the ball is stolen. Again by Mills. This will be a held ball that's going to go to Classical, so they'll have a chance to score one more time. But this again, Classical trailed by 5, and since then they are on a 25-4 run, and they are going to even their record at 3-3 and head into the GBL playoffs off a convincing win. They're exhorting Linda Jallo to Deshauna Rucker rather to shoot. Ball is stolen. We are at 10 seconds. Wild pass. What a block. Kaya Brown. What a fitting way for this game to end with a Kaya Brown blocked shot. If you're looking for an unsung hero, folks, it's Kaya Brown. If you're looking for heroines, plural, it's Ava Thurman with 20 and Sayla Brinkler with 11, all in the second half, and 8 in a row at one point. So, Lynn Classical evens its record at 3-3 with a hard-fought, come-from-behind second half victory over Somerville. Final score, Lynn Classical 45, Somerville 29. For LETV, I'm Paul Halloran. We'll see you next time.